How did that
ever.
feel opening up for G Herbo?
Bro, it was, yo, this big ass nigga came up to me, bro. He was like, yo, Surf wanna talk to you. Like when I got that call, and it was just like, when I was laying upside down in the car, I got blood dripping from my head and everything, bro. It's a lady that was on her way to work.
What was your initial reaction when you seen your song on SkyStream?
I'm not even gonna lie, that was crazy. That was tough. I can't even lie. That was a different feeling too. I ain't gonna lie. But
welcome to the video. I'm your host, Chim. We have a special guest with us today, upcoming rapper from New Jersey, Fives Up Roddy. Just gonna ask him a couple questions. So let's start from the beginning on how you started rapping. I know you had a history with rap. Tell me the moments leading up to your first song and what inspired you to rap.
What inspired me to rap, my first couple moments, it all started like when my best friend passed away, Samad. That basically started everything. Like in high school, I would be doing like little dumb shit. I'd be rapping, I'd be writing down shit like battle raps. It would be stupid shit like that. But then, you feel me? When Samad passed, it showed me like how short life is, and you really gotta like make life what it is. You feel me? Like you gotta make your own story. You gotta have your own legacy. Like you don't know, like when your time is up. Yeah. So it really made me be like, all right, I gotta be on.
Take that leap.
Yeah, like I gotta be on my shit. So that's when I really started rapping. Like for real. First song I made was 2 Up Freestyle. You feel me? And that was really like the first song that I put together like myself. Like it went from writing a little bit, like a little paragraph, like whatever the case may be, like just writing a couple bars down, and it didn't even make sense. There was no flow behind it. There was no nothing. And honestly, with 2 Up Freestyle, when I wrote it, I didn't have a beat for it. I used a Uchiwali beat. I ain't even have a beat for it. So you feel me? I made the song, and I was just like, damn, we'll go tough with this. And I think I was in the studio with somebody else. I forgot who. And then they started playing that beat. We were just going through beats to see what they wanted to do. And I heard that beat, and then I started rapping my own song. And I'm like, whoa. Like, I'm like, nah, hold on. I'm like, that. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you feel me? I'm like, that just sound tough. So I was just like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. But definitely Samad. Like, Samad was definitely the reason why I started everything. So it's just like still to this day, like to my latest project, I always like keep his name alive. I always say his name is, it's 2 Up everything. So that's definitely a reason why I started. And the reason why I still go till this day. So, hands down.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
My next question is, did you show Samad any of your songs?
I don't think I showed Samad any of my songs. That actually, I might have rapped to a freestyle to Samad. I think I definitely did. I used to go to Rowan University, and it was a time that, you feel me? I was going to the cafeteria. I was doing something, and I remember I called them on group FaceTime or something, or whatever the case may be, and everybody was in the call at one time, and I was just walking to the cafeteria, and I was rapping the song to them on the phone. Like, I don't know why, but I'll never forget that. And even then, I ain't have a beat for it, so I was just rapping on the phone. And I remember Omar was there, Dave was there. Marty was there, like I think even WAP was there. Like it was just it was tough. But yeah, I don't even think it was called 2 Up Freestyle it definitely wasn't called 2 Up Freestyle when I rapped it to him, but it was just like that was around the time that he passed, because I remember it was cold outside. I was about to go home for winter break, and from when we came back from winter break, that's when he passed away on December 31st. So it was kind of like I literally rapped to him just before he passed, type shit. And then that's when I finished the song. And then, that's when it was up from there. I recorded it, called it 2 Up Freestyle, dropped it. Everybody went crazy over that shit. And that's what made me keep going, for real. Other than that, like Body World, Rampage, like all that. He ain't hear none of that, bro. I wish. Imagine that shit. We would have been going stupid on stage. No cap. It's my dog.
You've seen a lot of success really quick. Can you tell me about the contest you won in 2020?
The contest in 2020, which one was that? Wasn't that the New Jersey hip hop? I think that was the New Jersey hip hop one when I was when fake ass Epic wanted to and talk to me. I won a contest and it was kind of just like, feel me? You gonna perform in front of these A&Rs and this and that, and to all my artists, bro. Don't do that shit, bro. Like when they, no cap, it's this one, right? When they be saying, oh, you gonna perform in front of labels, bro, do not do that shit, bro. They gonna tell you, oh, $1,500 to perform, do that shit, performing. Hey, bro, do not do that shit, bro. That shit, I'm not even gonna get y'all to drop, bro. Just don't do it. I don't got time for people trying to backdoor me because I'm giving out their secrets and shit. Nigga, just don't do that shit. Nigga, I'm trying to tell you. But that's it, bro. I rapped my ass off, bro, because you feel me? That was at the beginning. So I really thought that it was going to be like some shit after that. I'm rapping in front of labels. I'm rapping in front of multiple labels, Def Jam, Atlantic, Empire, Epic. Like, I'm thinking there's A&Rs there, so I'm rapping my ass off on stage, man. I had all my boys there. I had my family there. Like, it was in some small ass bar. I even had my mom there. Like, so, what I mean? I was really up there rapping my ass off, and I was going off. And then at the end, they came up and was just like, oh no, that's not the one I wanted. The one I wanted in 2020 was for Concert Crave Cave. That's the one where I wore the white jacket. That's the one. Yeah. Nah, that's the one. All right, that one. Nah, nobody was fucking with me. No, nobody was fucking me in there, bro. We went stupid. That's when I had 973 Part 2. What's that song called? Lucy. Yeah, and I had on a white jacket. I don't know who I thought I was, bro. That drip was crazy. I had on some bullshit. But that was definitely the one. I feel like that's when set stone that everybody was just like, all right, hold on, like let's really pay attention. Yeah, like you feel me? It was just like we know that he was rapping, but now he over here winning contests. Like I think from that I won like $1,500 for getting first place. And then I'm not gonna lie, ever since then, Concert Crib was hitting me up for for concerts. After that, everything started going up. So ever since then, it was like, all right, he won the contest. We know that he could rap. Cool. So then they hit me up. The first concert was the G Herbo concert at the Wellmont in Montclair. And that's the first one that they hit me up for. I went in there. Crazy as shit.
How did that feel opening up for G Herbo?
Bro, it was... I don't even know. Because I'm not gonna lie. Like, when people be asking me, oh, who could you compare yourself to, or like who's your inspiration when you're making music? I'm not gonna lie, like I wouldn't say G Herbo right then and there. Like that's not the first person that come to my head. But it's like I listen to G Herbo music, and it's like I'm not gonna say I hear myself, but I hear the grittiness, the delivery, like the flow. Like I hear all that shit, so I'll be like, all right, like I really gotta pay homage when it's due. But so it was just like opening up for him was low key crazy, and that's the first time that I really performed in front of a big crowd like that. And it was in a theater, so it was mad people there. Like imagine walking on stage and you can't even see nobody. Like it's just black, but you know it's mad people there. It's just black, and we sitting backstage. The music was so loud. Like we backstage. It was me, my manager Quincy, my boy Maul. Shout out to Maul. Feel me? Get Glocky. We was sitting backstage and we had to talk loud because of how loud the music was. Like it was crazy. The bass was shaking the whole building, and I feel like that's what was making me nervous because I'm just like, damn, like now it's go time, and it was just like cool. I went way before him. Like, it was barely people there, but it was still mad people. But it was a start, and it was a good start. Like, that's what I needed. It's not a lot of people that start from that point. So that was a good point for me to start opening up for G Herbo, and then later it led on to Polo G. Same thing with Concert Crave.
Was it any different opening for Polo G, or were you used to it by then?
I feel like opening up for Polo G, I was at a different level in my career. Like with Polo G, I was more comfortable. I wanted to be on that big stage. It was like I did the performance with G Herbo, and I'm like, all right, like I'll do that again. Like now I want better. Now I want a bigger crowd. Now I want this. Like I was hungry for myself. So opening up for Polo G, it was definitely different. Definitely different. Like I was trying to and you feel me? It was in Jersey. We performed at American Dream Mall. It's different. First of all, before then, I ain't even been to American Dream Mall before then. So we pulling up, they telling us to park in a certain parking lot. I'm like, nah, this shit crazy. Like, and I think we was trying to be on some bougie shit. I think we rented out a Suburban, a truck, a Tahoe, something like that. We rented something. We thought we was the shit, yo. And now looking back at it, and now Cindy, we recorded Back on My Bully. And now Polo G was definitely different. Just the scenery. The crowd was different. You know what I mean? It was mad people there just because it was in the mall. Like, it was a lot of people that didn't even know that it was a concert at the mall. And then they'll be like, oh, it's a concert here? Let me buy a ticket. So it was mad people there. They had the roller coasters in the back and shit. Like, shit was crazy. But it was definitely different. It was tough. But if I had to say one, definitely Polo G, the scenery was tougher. Scenery was more tough. But if you want to talk about like me really, I'm not going to say putting it 100%, but me really going hard on stage and really like, you feel me, putting my pain on the table, really showing people what I could do and trying to set a stone for myself, it was definitely the G Herbo concert. Like I was really on my shit on that concert. Like I ain't care about nothing. I ain't care what nobody thought about me. I was just like, nah, I got to set a name for myself. I got to tweet. On Polo G, I was just on some swag shit. Like I was just on some like, man, most of y'all here type know me, and if y'all don't, then y'all gonna know me after this.
Oh, okay.
So it was kind of like I was on some swaggy shit. I was comfortable. You feel me? So definitely, bro.
Was that the same night you met Sue Surf?
Was it the same night I met Sue Surf? That was the Polo G concert right after. Yeah. I don't know who I thought I was, yo. But I'm low-key happy I got past that phase, like going to the clubs and shit. Yo, that shit is a scam too, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. They're gonna be like, yeah, come to the club. We're gonna give you $1,500. And you sit down, you feel me? They're gonna be like, all right, now throw money and buy a bottle. Your 1,500 gone, and gone. You walk in there with 15 people. You feel me? You got bought like 2-3 bottles, 4 bottles. Nigga, your money gone. The bottles in there, a bottle of Henny is $60, $70 bottle of Henny in there. It's like $250.
What was that like, me and Sue Surf and seeing them there? Was that a surprise?
Nah, Sue Surf. That was when I knew my life was doing the 360. Like I was really about to start tweaking. It was crazy because we in the club and I think we was still recording Back on My Bully. So, you feel me? My man Picasso was in there. He was recording. I had everybody that was at the show with me came to the club with me as well. And they started playing You Don't Know My Name in the club. So like, you feel me? And shout out to El Spiz, you feel me? He was the DJ at the time. And he knew that we was from out here. Cause I think he from around here too, so he knew that we was from out here. So he was just like, oh, like it's my little dogs from around the way, we're gonna play this shit. And he started playing You Don't Know My Name, and Surf had his own hosting, and he was standing on the couch and shit. And we sitting there getting lit to the song, doing whatever, was bopping. Yo, this big ass nigga came up to me, bro. He was like, yo, Surf wanna talk to you. I'm like, he want to talk to who? Like, no cap, bro. This big ass nigga with like these fat ass dreads, bro, came up to me. And I was turned around from him. Nigga touched me on my shoulder. He was just like, yo, Surf want to talk to you. I turn around, Surf in the background, standing on the couch. He like, come here. I'm walking through mad people. Just walking through mad people. He had hella heads with him. I'm walking through mad people. And nah, backtrack. Yo, so we rapping You Don't Know My Name, and Maul was getting lit. Maul was drunk. Type shit, kinda. He was drunk. He like, yeah, this my man shit. Yeah, nigga, do you? Yeah. And Sue Surf was like, whose song is this? He was like, this my man shit right here. He was like, this my man shit right here. So, you feel me? That's when time went by a little bit. And he was like, yo, Surf want to talk to you. So I came over there. As soon as I walked over there, Surf just handed me his phone. He was like, here. I grabbed his phone and Instagram was open. So you feel me? I put my Instagram in there. And I ain't even follow myself. You feel me? I'm not that type of person. Like, I don't know if you want to follow me or not. Maybe you just want to see who I am. It's like, of course, I want you to follow me, but I don't want to be that type of person. It's just like, nigga, how you know you? I wanted to follow you, bitch. I'm Sue Surf. Like, so it's just like, I wasn't just about to press follow on his shit. Yeah. So you feel me? I put my Instagram there and I just gave it back to him. And he was just like, all right, word. And then he dapped me up and I walked away. And me and my boys was getting hype and shit. And then we went back and took a picture with him. And then, you feel me, we took a picture. And he was letting us vibe out. Like, around in his section, he was letting us vibe out. Like, he was letting us chill. He a real cool dude. He real humble. Man, you feel me? And I feel like also that's where I got, like, my grittiness from, too. Like, I watch a lot of battle rap. So it's like Sue Surf, Tay Rock. All of them, bro. Like, I'll be watching battle rap crazy. So, you feel me? That was tough. Leaving there after that whole night performing for Polo G, and then you like what? Sue Surf just followed you right after in the club. Like what? I felt like you couldn't tell me shit after that night.
Did y'all ever talk about making the collab together? I think I heard that somewhere.
I hit him up about it. We talked about it in the club. I was just like, yo, like we gotta get in the lab, like, for sure. And it was like when I left, that's when I seen he followed me. So I'm like, oh, like I work. And at the time I didn't follow him. And then I followed him back. And I actually hit him up asking like if he'll be down with it. And you know how niggas be. He ain't never hit me back. Why would he? I'm not saying why would he, but like, you feel me? Of course he ain't never hit me back. I'm not even about to sit here in jail. But yeah, no, I definitely asked him, and I wish it would have went through. If I had a song with Surf, what? You couldn't tell me. I would have been rapping my ass off there. I would have been wild with whoever his ops is, my ops. I'd have been too good. But nah, that was tough. I can't even lie.
What was your initial reaction when you seen your song on Kai Stream?
My initial reaction, I'm not even gonna lie, that was crazy. That was tough. I can't even lie. That was a different feeling too, because you know he's still the man right now. Like as we speak, like with this whole he went like streamer of the year. Yeah, so it's like, you feel me, that big platform. Honestly, his streaming platform is low key bigger than a lot of shit out right now. Like instead of putting your music on like World Star and like, I'm not, no disrespect, but like, you feel me? Like instead of putting your music on this page and that page, like you get your song on Kai Stream, yo, that's millions of people watching at one time. So it was like that was crazy seeing that my song was up there and he really bopping with my song. Like it got me hyped. I remember I missed it. I actually missed it the first time that I was on the stream. I missed it because I was at work or I fell asleep. I forgot what happened. I missed it though. You know, I woke up to mad screen recordings, to mad videos. I'm just like, nah, what the? I'm like, yo, nah, hell no. I'm like, hell no, he not bobbing his head to my song, bro. No, he's not. Like I couldn't believe it. But it was crazy though. That was one of the craziest shits ever. But it was just like, all right, now I got momentum. What we gonna do after that? Like I wanted to be like, oh, I got my song on Kai Stream, and then I just try to like carry that on my back type shit and like run with it. Nah, like now it's like, all right, what are we gonna do from here?
And it wasn't only once, right? How many times you played your song?
Like 4 or 5 times. Like
5 times.
it was mad. It was mad videos, and he still to this day don't even know who I am probably.
Yeah.
But it's still just like, if I'll go ahead and play back on my bully around Kai.
Right.
Watch him be
Watch
like,
him
hold
turn
on. He gonna be like, go ahead and play back on my bully around Kai. He gonna hear that one part. And it's a video actually. The song was playing. This was a while after the Back on My Bully song was playing on his stream. The song came on again during his video, and you see him turning up the headphones. Like, he knew what song it was, so you see him turning up the headphones and shit, and he was bopping his head. I'm like, that's what the fuck I like to see. Yeah, like, you feel me? But nah, that was tough. I can't even lie. That was hard.
You just dropped a album not too long ago on New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Rebirth. What made you choose that?
I chose Rebirth because I knew that I was gonna have a better version of myself from the past albums. You know, like with the Rebirth album, that was the first time I recorded it, mixed and mastered. And like everything you hear on that album, like I did myself. Like when it comes to sound effects, when it comes to anything with the beat, when it like anything that you hear on that album, like I did myself. And it's like I really locked myself in a room for like a whole 2 years. Like before then, I dropped the album every single year. Like I was consistent. I dropped the album or a project, EP, it didn't matter. I dropped one every single year, so I was consistent. But with the Rebirth album, that's when I invested in myself. Like I bought my own studio equipment. I bought my own mic, bought my own monitors, bought my own laptop. I bought all that shit so I could do this shit myself. Cause it's like after a while, you can't depend on nobody no more. Like once you start going up and people don't see that you going up early enough, they don't really respect what you got going on. So it's like, I advise like every underground rapper, like, nah, just do that shit yourself. You want to learn that shit yourself as early as possible, my nigga. Like, you don't want to wait for nobody. Don't wait for that engineer to get to the studio at 11 o'clock and think you going to make 8 songs, bro. Nobody, you can't always have people on your type timing.
So that's a game changer.
I'm telling you, bro, you get your own studio shit, you on your own time. Like if you start a song and you don't really, and you listening to it over and over again, and you don't really fuck with how you started, you don't really fuck with how you ended, you don't really fuck with like the ad-libs, you don't fuck with anything, you could go back and do that shit yourself. And it's just like, I was using myself as my own test dummy. So honestly, I got a song, Rampage Part 3. I'm not even gonna lie, I mixed and mastered that song terribly. Like, but I used myself as my own test dummy. Cause it's just like, I wanna see, I'm not gonna say I wanna see myself fail, but I wanna see the growth. So it's like I dropped it, and at the time people was watching it and me hearing it, and it was like, oh, you feel me? It's hard, but it's like you hear the flaws, like you hear that you could have did better. Right. And it's just like the more and more that I was making songs, I seen myself getting better. So that whole 2 years when I got my equipment, I was really just in the lab, in my room for hours, making song after song after song. And it was like the first couple songs was trash. I didn't know what I was doing. My voice sounded crazy. You feel me? People was helping me, but don't go to YouTube. You feel me? A lot of people on YouTube, you trying to learn how to mix and master, bro. They gonna show you like certain shit that you gotta buy. You gotta buy certain packs so your voice could sound good, so you could sound like any mainstream nigga, bro. Don't do that shit, bro. I got FL Studios. So you feel me? Like, if you know, like FL Studio is really not all that, but you feel me? I really made something out of nothing with that shit. I ain't buy no packs. I ain't buy nothing. Everything that's on there, I used and I made that album. You feel me? So it's just like, I'm not going to say I got out the mud, but it's just like, I really started from the bottom. Like I ain't have nobody be sitting behind me being like, oh, this is how you do that. And this is how you do this. Here, just put that right there. Then you cut it and you do. I ain't have nobody there, so it was just like, all right, now you really gotta lock in and do this shit. If you want to be that superstar, you want to be that artist, you want people to feel your pain, you want your music to be around the world, then you gotta do that shit yourself. So that's why I named it The Rebirth, because it was like, now it's a different version of me. Now I know what I'm doing. And it was just like, at the beginning, with those songs that I was like mid, and I didn't know what I was doing. Once I knew what I was doing, I made a whole different batch of songs. And I was just like, yo, these gonna be the ones that I'm putting on the album. So it was just like, yo, the rebirth now it's a different Roddy. And it was just like I was thinking about changing my name to Roddy 2 Up at that time. But I was just like, nah, if I was a Roddy stick, like too many people knew me, but if I was a Roddy already, it was just like cool, I could switch it. But it was just like that's at a later time. Like I can't be doing shit like that, like worry about my name. But the rebirth, like now y'all got a different version of me. Like some alter ego shit. Like now it's a different Roddy. Like now y'all about to see a different
So
person.
sounds like you got it figured out for the most part. But what are some hardships that you faced as an independent artist?
Just the promotion, like getting yourself out there. Like you don't got a label, you don't got a team. I mean, of course I got a team, like Family, Tour Records. Like you feel me? Those be the people that be pushing out my shit the most. They always bumping my shit. Like they always reposting me. They always posting me. So it's just like I got a team that supports me. But it's just like when you're an independent artist, that's kind of like all you have. You feel me? And it's like when they're under labels, they got a team that could reach out to millions.
Right.
Like you feel me? They got a team that could put you on the radio and somebody in fucking Arkansas could hear your song. Like you feel me? Like you'll really never know. It'd be like they got a team for that. So it's like as an independent artist, you really like, damn, how is the world gonna hear me? Like, how can I put 1 million views under my videos? How can I get 1 million streams? How can I get 500K
Sort of
streams? Like,
exposure.
yeah, like you feel me? It's the game
reach.
plan you gotta have. Like you gotta come up with a game plan. It's just like when you have that game plan, of course it's gonna be bumps in the road. Of course it's gonna be sure it's gonna be like, nah, let me switch that up, or damn, I wish I would have did that earlier. It's gonna be shit like that. But you got, like I said, you gotta be your own test dummy. You gotta be the one to be like, all right, I did this and it didn't work. Cool, let me do this. And it's just like once you have a game plan, you gotta stick to that game plan. You really gotta be dedicated to that shit. So nah, yeah, definitely that's probably like the hardest part. And I'm speaking for every underground independent artist. Like, you know, it's hard where it's just like, damn, I know this song is fire. It's just the right people gotta hear it. Like I know that feeling. So I'll say that's definitely the hardest part, like the exposure part of it. Trying to get everybody to hear you, trying to get a lot of streams. Because when people see when people see that a song got 500K views in 8 hours, it's gonna make them click on it. Because they're gonna be like, obviously this song is hard. Like, obviously people fuck with this shit. So that's the hardest part. Like, you feel me? When people go to your page and they see you only got 800 views in 4 weeks, they're gonna be like, oh, cool, I see it, but obviously it's not nothing. You feel me? You really gotta go into the brain of your audience. You really gotta get into their mind. Like, what do people want to see? Like, what's gonna catch my audience like attention? What's gonna keep them here? Like, so you really gotta be your own test dummy and see what type of crowd you want to bring in, what type of audience you want to keep, and what type of audience you know is just like temporary. Like, people are just gonna come because they know what type of music you got going on. They only fuck with 3 songs, and then you got the people that's just like, nah, I fuck with you as an artist, so I fuck with all your songs. Like, you feel me? You gotta separate that. You gotta know your audience, and it's just like when you know your audience, then you know what type of music you want to make. And it's just like, of course, like your audience always gonna get bigger and bigger, but it's still just like when you underground, you really gotta like set a stone, like the audience that you have now, because you want to keep that audience that you have now, because they could go away like this. And it's not like you Kendrick Lamar where you don't got to drop nothing for 10 years and you still got a big ass fan base behind you. Now you underground, bro. You don't drop nothing for a year. People forgot about you.
Forget.
So like, you feel me? You really got to be on your shit, and you want that exposure. You got to go get it. Nobody's going to do it for you.
So speaking on, like you said, like if you had a video with 800 views in 4 weeks, some things don't always blow up right away, but I just started seeing that Dip remix you made 4 years ago. How you feel about that coming back up?
Even when we dropped it, that shit kicked when we first dropped it. Like I'm a real humble nigga. So like for me, if I got 800 views on my video, I don't care. That's an extra 800 people that watch my shit. Like, this shit gonna slowly build up. That 800 gonna turn into 8 million. Like, you feel me? You'll never know. So Nah, with Dip, when I first dropped it, I think it had like for me 16K, like 12K. It was around there, but I was like, oh shit, like people were actually fucking with it. But then somebody posted it on TikTok, and in a day that shit got 160,000 views, and I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, you see people in the comments like, oh nah, this and that, like nigga, that shit was from 2020, 2021, like cut that shit out. like people over here talking about
fresh smoke.
you can't focus on that too much. People over here talking about how my mans was wearing a Thrasher shirt and shit. Nigga, that shit was in 2020 and 2021. You feel me? Right. And it's just like I don't really care about negative comments because it's just like you still felt like you had to go into those comments and say something. So you feel me? You don't do that for everybody. You go on Instagram, you go on TikTok, you see a lot of trash shit. Yeah. But that don't mean you comment on every trash shit you see and be like, yo, this nigga's garbage. Fuck you. like you feel me? Like you don't do that on every post. So it's like when you under my post and you sitting here like, oh, this shit is trash. Throw this in the garbage. I don't care. You adding an extra comment on there. You making my shit look good. Like, you feel me? Right. So I don't really care about the negative comments, but nah, that shit really kicked. And it's like people asking like, oh, drop it on Spotify, drop it on Apple Music. Nigga, that shit is a case. I can't drop no remix on a big platform like that. Nigga, I will get sued out my mind. Imagine getting sued by somebody that's actually under a label that own rights to that shit. What? It's over. Yeah, that's a big problem. They take all my songs. No cap. But nah, that shit was different. Seeing that shit going up 4 years later. That was a good feeling because it's just like the more and more songs I make, like my newer songs, you forget about the old songs because you see the growth. Like you see yourself doing better. You got better songs than that. So seeing a song from 2020, 2021 shit, even back on my bully. Like, for me, that shit kicked up out of nowhere recent years too. Like in 2024, shit kicked up. So, same thing with Dip. Like, I'm like, oh, all right, people actually fucking with the old shit. Like, people actually fucking with the old me. But it's just like, damn, y'all don't even know about the me now. So it's just like, word, like, stay in tune. Like, you want to keep that audience in, like the new audience that don't even know the newer version of you yet. Yeah, you want to keep that audience in because it's just like now you got a bigger catalog, like you got a bigger resume where you could be like, oh, where you fuck with that? Then boom, here, take this, take this. Like, you feel me? You show them different shit. So, nah, like dipping back on my bully, like people fuck with those songs heavy, and they don't even know how old them songs is. Like people thinking I made that shit yesterday, nigga. I made that shit 4 years ago. Niggas is late.
Yeah. What's something you feel like separates you, Five Sobriety, from other artists?
My storytelling, my grittiness, like my delivery. It's a lot. I'm not knocking artists, but I'm knocking all the artists. It's a lot of artists that really don't be talking about shit. Anything. Like, you feel me? And it's just like, I'm not saying that in a bad way. Like, you can make a song and really not be talking about shit, but it's like, yo, in my songs, you really just gotta listen, like hear what I'm saying. Like I'm like, I don't be cap. Who don't cap on their songs? Like, you feel me? Of course, there's certain shit. Of course, I'll be capping about. Like, I'm not about to be walking around with a switch and flocking at random pedestrians. Like, you feel me? Like, of course, there's shit like that. Like, who not gonna cap? But it like when it comes to certain songs, bro, you really just gotta hear me. Like, I don't be capping, bro. That shit be coming from the heart. Like, bro, I'm doing this shit for a different reason. Like, I have a purpose behind this shit. I'm not here for no reason. My nigga, I could have died in 2018. Got into a badass car accident, nigga. I could have died in 2018. But it's like, you feel me? I'm here for a reason. I'm not here by accident, bro. Like I'm saying, I could have been out before all this rapping shit even started. So it's just like, the fact that I'm still here, bro, I'm here for a reason. So it's just like, you feel me? Let's get this money. Let's do this shit. Like, you feel me? God got you here for a reason. God gave you this gift. Let's use it. Like, you feel me? If you don't be using God's gift, he gonna punish you. So, you feel me? I just got in the lab, got to work. But I say that definitely is what separates me, like my storytelling, and I really rap. Like, you feel me? There's not no auto tune. There's not no singing on the beat. There's not no none of that shit, nigga. I'm a rap, my delivery, my grittiness, my wordplay, like everything, bro. You just got to hear me, bro. If you think it's fiction, that shit is not fiction, nigga. This shit is a fucking yeah. Yeah, like you feel me? Like
real deal,
I ain't
right
playing,
here.
like you feel me?
It's right here, real deal. For Fives Up Riding.
Yeah, this some shit, bro. No cap. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. It's some shit.
Have you heard of the New Jersey curse?
Nah, what's that?
It's like people's like from Jersey. It's like it's hard for them to get out of Jersey.
Oh yeah,
make it out.
Yeah. Or it's like people get to a certain extent that it's just like it's like the Madden cover type shit.
Yeah. In a sense, yeah. It's not gonna go good.
So what about that? I'm gonna break that shit. I ain't no way. Ain't no way, man. Hell nah. It's just like, but it's a lot of people in Jersey that work behind closed doors. Like, you feel me? It's a lot of people in the business aspect from Jersey that really, like, you feel me? That's up there. There's millionaires that live in Jersey. So it's just like, it's everything is around you. All your sources are around you. Like, everything that you want to rap about, everything that you want to talk about, your story, everything is around you. Like, just going outside and you go through a whole day or something, I could come back home and rap about it. So it's just like, yo, with this whole Jersey curse shit, bro, nah, we gonna break that shit. We breaking all types of pause. We breaking all types of walls. We going through everything, bro. I can't, cause you feel me? At the end of the day, I'm doing this shit for Marty, and I'll be damned if I see myself fail. You feel me? Like, I ain't worked 4 years just to say fuck this shit. Like, I ain't worked 4 years and just to be like, oh yeah, nah, this not for me. It's not this. Like, you feel me? We already like, what I said to my manager one time is, you feel me? It'll be a longer journey going back than what it is to where I want to be. You feel me? Yeah. Like, it's right there. Like my manager said, bro, like, we was all the way at the end of the tunnel. Now we at the end of the tunnel, and it's just like the light is right there. We just trying to get closer to see what's at that light. You feel me? Like, we really right there. Like, you feel me? We got hella shit coming up, and it's just like, people don't know right now, but
it's coming.
It's really too late, bro. It's really too late, yo.
Who is Marty? You keep talking about him.
Samad Frazier, that's my dog. That's my little brother. He got shot and killed 2019, December 31st, 2019. And that's my little brother. You feel me? He was actually like one of the first. I'm not gonna say one of the first, but when it came to high school, we had a class together, and then I wasn't really talking to him at that time, but then we was on the same basketball team. And we was cool before then, but then when we started playing basketball, that's when we became close as hell. And you feel me? So everything about us was just basketball, and then we was chilling outside of school, and that's how we got close as hell. Like, our moms met, and everything has been up from there. And it was just like, you feel me? That was my number one dog, bro. You want to talk about staying up on the game all night, just talking, like, you feel me? You cry with him, you laugh with him, you do everything. Like, that was dead ass like my little brother. So it was like, losing him was just like, damn, like, I felt that pain. Like, you feel me? Like, when I got that call, and it was just like, yo, like, Marty, like, you feel me? Like, that shit really left my mind blank. Like, I felt numb. Like, it was just like, just the way that I was hearing the news, I already knew that it was bad type shit. So it was like, my body was numb as hell. And then, you feel me? We pulled back up. It was like, you feel me? He wasn't even there no more. So we in the hospital for hours, you feel me? And since we was in the hospital for so long, we was that ass thinking that, like, oh, you feel me? Like, he good. Like, you're like, nah, he good. Like, he got this. So you see how everybody went from up here to slowly coming down. Like, you feel me? Everybody calming down. We laughing and joking now. We like, all right, he good. Like, it's been hours. But then, you feel me? Doctor came out, and then you just Like you hear his mom screaming and shit, like start crying, and that's when everybody knew, like everybody's heart just dropped at the same time. And I remember when we first heard that, like you feel me, we already knew. And I remember I was just standing there. I don't even know what I was looking at. Like, I couldn't even tell you what I was looking at, but I was just standing in the hospital and I was just standing there. And next thing you know, my mom and my sister hugged me because they came to the hospital too. My mom and my sister hugged me, and I don't remember, like I was still staring at nothing. Like I couldn't even tell you what I was looking at. Like I was zoned out like instantly. Like I felt numb. It's like I dead ass died too type shit. Like that shit, I don't even know how to explain that feeling. But nah, that was my dog. Like he's the reason why I started, and he the reason why I keep going till this day. Like you feel me? That's my dog right there. That's my motivation. That's my purpose. You feel me?
I was wondering what happened the day of your accident that you mentioned earlier.
I'm not even gonna lie, it was some bullshit, yo. I was so mad. I'm not even gonna say I was so mad, nigga. My leg was broke. I think I was mad. I think I was more mad. I think I was more mad that about my car than my leg being broke. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
but it was like, you feel me? I was working at Top Golf and shit. And I was driving to work. It was early as hell in the morning, bro. I was driving to work. We on Route 1, feel me? As y'all happened on Plainfield Avenue. So I'm all the way in the left lane, and he was ahead of me. Mind you, I don't even remember the accident. The only reason why I could tell you this story is because like 2 years after the accident, that's when I was able to see the footage. Cause you feel me? Like we had a whole thing going on for that shit. And it was like, I said that in one of my songs. That was playing. I was like, Mons was texting Marty, he made sure the message relayed and shit. 2 years later, the only time I replayed the shit. So it was like, you feel me? I couldn't remember. I don't remember that shit at all. Like, you feel me? When the shit happened and I got all the police in the room asking me like my side of the story and the firefighters in there, it's just like, yo, I can't tell y'all shit. Like, it's not even, I'm not trying to tell y'all shit. I can't tell y'all shit because I don't know what's going on. But you feel me? I was in the left lane. He was ahead of me. So like, you feel me? He was in the middle of an intersection. I'm driving up. And then it was like, he went like this. He turned to the right real quick. I'm still going up. And then he did it, just went like this. Boom. T-boned me. And his excuse was that he was trying to make a left at the intersection. He was trying to make a left at the intersection, bro. If I was to take you to that intersection right now, you would be like, no way you was trying to turn left right here, bro. Like, nah, but Nick T-boned me, bro. I hit the divider. My car went up in the air like this and landed upside down on the divider. And it was like, yo, you see the picture? And the part that was on the divider was the driver's side. So it was like I was dead ass stuck under all that shit. Like I was hanging upside down in the car. And firefighters was coming to the hospital, and it was just like, yo, like you dead ass lucky to be alive. Like they even admitted it. They was like, when we first pulled up, we thought you was a goner. So they was like, we not gonna say we was taking our time, but you feel me, we wasn't moving as fast like it was an emergency because they thought that I was a goner type shit. Like,
how did it make you feel knowing that and thinking back to that? Like I really could have been like
and that's what I'm saying. It's just like, I'm not gonna say I want to go back to that moment, but I want to know what I was seeing, like what I was hearing, like what was the vision that I had through that whole time that I was unconscious, that I didn't. It was just like that whole. It was like blank. It's like it erased my whole memory type shit. Like when people will be like, oh, I just woke up in the hospital. Nah, nigga, that shit is real, nigga. Like that shit is dead ass real. And I'm not gonna lie, I was in Edison. They could have took me to JFK hospital, but like it's crazy. This is one of the reasons why, like, you feel me? A couple reasons why I believe in God, bro. But this right here, my nigga, when I was laying upside down in the car, I got blood dripping from my head and everything, bro. It's a lady that was on her way to work. She worked at Robert Wood Johnson. She was on her way to work and saw the accident happen. And she pulled over, and she was the one that was laying down on the ground. She was looking at me like this. She was laying on the ground talking to me, and she saw the blood dripping from my head and everything. And she was talking to me so I could stay conscious. You feel me? So she was telling me to count. Like, this is a story that she told me, like, when we was in the hospital. So she was telling me to count. She was like, count to 10. And I forgot what number it was, but she said I kept repeating a number. Say it was like 7 or 8. Like, I kept repeating a number. And then she would be like, yo, 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 like, you feel me? So she was trying to keep me conscious, but then they was trying to take me to JFK. She was like, no, take him to Robert Wood, because I didn't know, but niggas was saying that JFK hospital was trash. So it was just like, no, we're not taking him there, take him to Robert Wood. So, feel me? They took me to Robert Wood Johnson, yo, and I dead ass woke up in the hospital, bro. Like, I woke up, as mad people in my room, and I remember they had me high as a kite in that bitch, bro. Like, I'm waking up, and my mom was right next to me, and I remember I was trying to move my arm to talk to her, and my arm was moving slow as hell, bro. I'm like this. I'm like trying to touch her, and then somebody saw me trying to reach my hand, so then my mom turned around, and she was like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, da-da-da. Like, I guess I was like nervous, like, because I didn't know what was going on. And then next thing you know, I was knocked again. Next thing you know, I woke up in the surgery room. Yo, like, you ever seen a movie where niggas be laying down in a dark room and there be that light above them, and just be that bright ass light? That shit is real as hell. That shit is real. I was laying down, I'm looking up, I couldn't move. Next thing you know, you hear a nigga with a deep ass voice come out of nowhere. So what's your name, buddy? Yo, what? And I was like, nah. I'm like, Tarot. He was just like, okay, that's good. He was like, your last name? I'm like, well, Clean. He was like, all right. And then he was just like, how old are you? And I was like, 17. He was just like, all right, when's your birthday? And I was like, May 23rd. And mind you, the accident happened on Mother's Day. You know, Mother's Day is right before my birthday. Right, yeah, my birthday on May 23rd. Mother's Day is like, what, the 12th, 13th, something like that. Around the time, I think it was the 14th. You know, it'd be switching. So, I was like, my birthday, May 23rd. He was like, oh, so your birthday, he was like, oh, so you about to be 18. I'm like, yeah, out. I was gone. No cap. Right after. Yo, as soon as I said, yeah, bro, I was just like, yeah, out. Next thing you know, I woke up in the same room that I was in. And then everything just went from there, bro. I broke my femur. That's the strongest bone in your body, your thigh bone. So I got a metal rod in my femur right now. It's basically keeping like my bone in place type shit. And I ain't break nothing else, nigga. I ain't break a finger. I ain't break my nose. I ain't break
just the strongest bone.
Just the strongest bone in my body. Right. And the only thing after that, I fractured my orbital, which is right here, like that little bone right in the eye. I fractured that shit. And that's pretty much it. But yeah, I broke my thigh bone from that accident. And it's like, y'all could put up a picture of the accident. I don't care. Y'all go, you feel me? Y'all gonna see the accident. Y'all gonna be like, hell no, you ain't survived that shit. So you gonna see that shit, bro. And I don't even believe I survived that shit. So it was that's just like, alright, like I'm here for a reason. Like God got a plan for me. So, you feel me? Let's get this shit done. Let's do this.
So how does it feel like, how important to you is it to have faith while chasing your dreams?
At the end of the day, that's all you got. Like, you feel me? That's what it starts with. Like, it starts from what the plan is, and then it's just like, you gotta have, it's like having motivation to go to the gym. Like, you gotta have that motivation. You gotta wake up. Nobody gonna wake you up every day and be like, go make this song. Like, you gotta have that motivation to chase your dreams, and that motivation comes with faith, because that faith, if you don't got faith, you gonna quit, bro. You gotta have faith in what you do, and you gotta believe in everything that you do. So it's just like, I'm making all these songs, and if I could vision in my head me rapping on a big ass stage, or if I could vision in my head, I'll go check on how my video is doing. That shit got 10 million views. If I could vision that shit, then I can make it come true. You feel me? So you really gotta have faith and really believe in what you do. Like, when you make that song, bro, you gotta be like, this the one. Yeah. Like every single time, bro. It don't even matter, bro. You gotta be like, yo, this shit the one, because you gotta believe in yourself. If you don't really fuck with the song, then why would your mans really fuck with the song? Right. Like, you feel me? Of course your man's gonna be like, nah, this shit not bad. But if you don't really believe in the song, then why is he? Like, you feel me? If you don't really believe in what you do, then why is your mom gonna believe in what you do? Why is your dad gonna believe in what you do? Like, you feel me? So you really gotta You really gotta have that chip on your own shoulder to be
Right.
like, don't like, you feel me? And I don't know cocky shit, but you really gotta be like, nah, like I'm that nigga, bro. I could do anything. And it's just like, that's not even being on some cocky shit, nigga. That's called confidence. Like, you feel me? Be confident in what you do. If this is what you wanted to do, and you really invest in yourself and really got that to get that shit done, then do it. Like, you feel me? Believe in yourself. Like, it's gonna be ups and downs to everything, bro. You just gotta do that shit. It's not even about who get to the finish line first. It's about who get to the finish line prepared. It's about who got to the finish line. Like, you feel me? And they've been through the storm plenty of times. Like, you feel me? Who gonna make it to the end? Like, you feel me? It don't matter when I get to the end, nigga. I could be 7th place, but I bet you I'll get to the top, nigga. You feel me? I'm not about to skip no steps. I'm gonna take baby steps, but I'm a damn sure I'll make it to the finish line. You feel me? So you gotta have faith, bro. That's all you left with, for real, for real.
Just got one last question to wrap up this interview.
Mm-hmm.
If you could say anything to Samad right now, what would it be?
I was, because you feel me, when I got into the accident, I remember that he was crying, and he called me a bitch. So I low-key would call him a bitch right now. But I like, you feel me? But nah, that's my dog, bro. Everything for you, bro. Everything I do, bro. Everything for you, everything for Eric, everything for the team that I got now, everything for my family. But it's just like, he know the love I got for him. Like, he knows my purpose with everything. He hears me when I make my songs. Like, I know he do. And it's like, you feel me? It's random times that I go to the grave and I just sit there and I just talk. And it's just like, I'm not talking to nobody. But if I can envision myself rapping on that big stage, and I can envision myself talking to my boy when I sit at that grave. You feel me? So it's just like, I feel like he's definitely like still here with me. So it's just like, anything that I say out loud, like, he hear me, but he definitely know what I'm doing this for. He know I love him. Yeah, so it's 2 Up forever, man. We gonna take over the world because of your name, bro. No cap.
You also mentioned you got a song Free O on Rebirth.
Yeah, free my boy O. That's my boy Udi. Free my boy Oski. Man, free that man, free O. You feel me? That's also my motivation too. Like, you feel me? I want him to be able to walk out that prison and we pick him up with some shit. Like, we get him a chain. We give him the world. Cause just like, you feel me? Like, he deserve it. Like, you feel me? He real life got a good soul. And it's just like, people make mistakes. Like, people do things that they regret. People do things and get punished for them. But it's just like, he real life got a good soul. And it's just like, that's my motivation. I really want him to come out and then he sees that we was really working. Like, we was really doing everything that we stood on. Like, I don't want him to come out and be like, damn, bro, like, what was y'all really doing? Like, what happened to all the plans that y'all was talking about?
Right.
Not on no greedy shit, but like, I just want him to come out and know that he could live a different life. You feel me? It don't gotta be the same shit, bro. Like, I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to live that lifestyle that you see on Instagram. Matter of fact, better than that, I forgot where I said that shit at. I said that somewhere. I forgot. But nah, yeah.
He was one of your childhood friends, or?
I met Omar in middle school. Goofy ass nigga. Funny nigga. So it was just like, he was real popular in school.
Right.
But then you know, like around 2018, 2019, that's when me and Omar really got close. Like 2018, 2019, that's when we really got close and we was all in the game together. Me, him, Samad, Casso, Dom, O'Brien. Like, it was a whole bunch of people on the game. We'll just stay up all night, just be on the game. It'll come to the point we're not even playing the game no more. We just up talking. Like, what? I got a 9 a.m. and I'm up at 7 o'clock in the morning talking to these niggas on the game. Like, you feel me? It's certain shit like that you don't forget. So it's like, I know he got a good soul. So it's like, I really want him to come out and we picking him up in a Rolls Royce. I want him to come out and we giving him a chain. Like, you feel me? He come out and he's happy. I want him to come out and feel like he got to go back to that same shit. So like, you feel me? That's my motivation as well.
I think that's all Chilling with Ken and Fives Up Roddy. Thank you for watching.
Where the fuck was you at?
Like, where was you at? I got my hitters on call when I give them a signal, you know they gon' slide with a Mac. Them niggas stupid, I'm never like it, but if they come, then I'm leaving them toothless. Walk in your crib, take your mama, your wife, and your daughter, don't play, cause my niggas is ruthless. Like, them niggas not on shit. What they did really got me a blick. Like, I used to live in the hood.